So here is how you would glue this piece onto this piece. What I usually do is I prop this up just so it's like standing up like this, and then I fill this part with just normal super glue. This is what I use, but this is just like, it's not even name brand, it's just like off brand. And I go and I fill in this hole. I don't put any on the outside, I just fill the hole so it starts to be full. And then you just make sure this is straight, stick it in, and then you can like hold it, and it's gonna spill out the sides, which is fine because that's what we want. And then you just kind of like hold it because it will rock, and then you just slowly adjust it, and it should just sit pretty perfectly, especially as it dries. You just slowly adjust it, and then with a towel, a paper towel, you're gonna want to just wipe around the edges right here, because you don't want a big like drop to be on the outside. And if you wipe it, it's gonna stick to the both sides of this ring, keep it kind of from moving, and it should be pretty strong. I've never had this break. The thing to be careful with is these pieces right here above this little notch, they are only being held, let's see if we can see it. They're only being held by a little bit of plastic. So you gotta be careful, like if you move these to the side, they will snap off. So I just be careful of that. But yeah, that's pretty much how to put this together. It's pretty strong on the base. I've never had it break off of this before. I've just had these break off, the rings, if you're not careful. But as for painting this, so what I do is, this is the gold I use right here. I just get this from Walmart. It's like $1.99 I think, and it's really good gold. But if you have another gold paint, that works too. And what I do is I grab a brush, something like this. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of fine tip, but it's not really, it's kind of broken. And what I do is I just dip it, and then I just completely cover the area around the star. And I don't even try to get it in the hole. And then I get like a paper towel, and I just wipe it. And then it actually wipes everything off except for what's inside the star. And then it leaves it, and then you just do that like twice, and the stars are pretty good. And then you just paint your color around the star. So, which is a little bit harder, but it's actually easier to do that than having to paint the star perfectly. If you have another fine tip brush, like this one is extremely fine tip. It might be easy, if you think it's easy to do it, you can try it. But there's some really small ones in there, like that one's pretty small. These two are really small, and so those might get harder to paint. And so I found like it's just easier just to wipe it off and then do the blue or gray. And then I also do the creases along the side. I do that first, and then I just paint it, and then you can just do touch-ups afterwards. But yeah, that's pretty much it for painting it. It is a little bit trickier painting the gyroscope. I usually start on the inside, get it the color I want, and then I just reach in and I do all the gold or whatever. And then you can just do touch-ups on here. It's a lot easier than trying to do the blue after and having to touch up gold. Because usually when I do gold, I don't know if you've done it before, I have to do 3 or 4 coats to make it like actually solid. And so when you have to cover up something like a dark blue, it makes it's like 5 or 6 coats to cover up something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions.